There's a certain number of things that instantly come to mind when the name Assassin's Creed is mentioned. Let's be honest, love it or hate it, this game franchise has become a part of pop culture and has made its place in the annals of entertainment history. I'd say it's one of the very few gaming franchises that's been able to accomplish this incredible feat, and it's taken them over 15 years and 12 games to solidify Assassin's Creed as a flag bearer for not just Ubisoft but for gaming itself. Although in the last few years the series has pivoted in a way that has fans divided into three groups: people who love it, people who of course hate it, and people who just don't care anymore. And yet some aspects have had such significant impact on the minds of players. Even today people associate Assassin's Creed to it. But what are they exactly? And before we begin, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like. It helps tremendously. It's free, it's easy, so support a brother from the Creed. And also subscribe to the channel for more Assassin's Creed content. And now let's start with the list. The Tomahawk. There was a lot of hate directed towards Assassin's Creed 3 during the time of the release. I think most of it was because of the extreme amount of changes we saw in the franchise. All the things we had come to love about the game, like Ezio and the look and feel of the game, had changed, but dare I say for the better. But nearly a decade later, this game, and Connor especially, is loved and appreciated beyond words. And so is the Tomahawk, and I absolutely love that. In my humble opinion, the most iconic weapon in the series, apart from the Hidden Blade of course, and the fact that it appeared in only one game and yet left the fans with such a long-lasting impact, speaks volumes about how amazing this weapon was. The assassin symbol sharpened to kill and tied upside down to a haft to make what I feel is one of the most noteworthy and creative weapons in the series. It truly feels like an assassin's personal statement. God, this brings back memories. Next, the red waistcloth. This might be something that only serious fans of the series might recognize. Chances are that the casual players have missed it, but to people who have been following the series throughout the years, it represents a real assassin. The cloth represents blood, which literally is what the assassin's bread and butter is, and their efforts to save the world with one kill at a time. And the red fabric is probably the only marquee aspect in regards to their attire that seems to have survived the test of time. We have witnessed protagonists, assassins and otherwise having this piece of red cloth tied around their waists, which really makes me feel just a bit better knowing that despite the series witnessing a complete 360-degree turn, at least something still remains. Next, the eagle. Be it the eagle pets of the newer generation of assassins or the eagle vision, this particular bird has always been closely connected to the Assassin's Creed series. Why an eagle, you might ask? Why not vultures, seagulls, or maybe parrots? Okay, not parrots maybe. But the reason behind this is more interesting than you might think. First off, one of the Isu's Jupiter wore a helmet that's something resembling an eagle carved on it. These birds probably didn't exist back then, but it's likely that the Isus made the eagles as companions to the assassins who carry the Isu DNA, which would explain how Bayek and Cassandra were able to scout through the eyes of their eagle pets. And besides, they always have been considered holy birds in the real world as well, and are also regarded as the king of the birds because of their astonishing physical abilities and demeanor. So what's happened is that every time I look at an eagle, I try to look around if there's a ledge or a haystack to jump into. And especially after the release of Origins and Odyssey, I even try connecting with the birds to see if my friend who borrowed money from me is around somewhere. Well, all jokes apart, this particular bird is as close to the series as the name itself, and has been and hopefully will be a part of the series in the future as well. Next, the leap of faith. That which was previously used as an idiom has now become an integral part of this game franchise. And it makes perfect sense too, because frankly, when a human being is jumping off of buildings that are sometimes a mile high and landing back first on a haystack, I don't know what else it is other than pure faith. What if someone moved the cart? What if the hay was wet and not fluffy? For whatever reasons, and the scariest thing would be landing a few feet away from the target. With the heights we see these assassins jumping from, it should technically kill them, but hey, it's a game, so physics can take a backseat and relax. And it's one of those things that really makes the climb worth it. You know, who'd really want to ascend hundreds of feet up a structure and then climb all the way down? This move, in my estimation, truly has its place in the iconic things of Assassin's Creed. Next, the Hidden Blade, one of the most remarkable, revered and impactful weapons period. You know, it's truly difficult to make a fictional weapon and give it enough heritage and legacy to make it a feared and revered object. Not only do they have to write stories and make scenarios where the blade has shining moments, they also have to build a world where the blade organically becomes a part of it. You know, we really have to give credit to the developers. They did all of that and more. Sometimes less. Remember Odyssey and how the Hidden Blade wasn't a part of the game? Listen, I know that in the Assassin's Creed timeline, the weapon wasn't even invented yet, but to me, the game felt like it was lacking without it. And I can't be the only one. You know, I want you to tell me in the comment section below who has missed the Hidden Blade in Odyssey, and when we hear the blade sliding out and making that melody with its metal, It's truly something else. And the precision and the fear factor is 100%. One of the most memorable and creative aspects of Assassin's Creed. Next, the Assassin Insignia. The fabled insignia of the Assassins is more than just a symbol or a logo. It represents the heritage and legacy of the Assassin Brotherhood. Probably one of the most notable and famous insignias in entertainment. It's not every day that something like this comes out. The emblem that seems like an A has been extensively used in the series. The awesome part is it still doesn't feel overused, and mainly because of the innovative ways it's been employed over the years, where every scenario shows the emblem of the assassins in a different light. In Assassin's Creed 1, it was quite simply a logo of the Assassin Brotherhood. Then in the Ezio trilogy, we see it in so many places. Sometimes it's a belt, sometimes it's on a sarcophagus, and it's made clear that the symbolism extends beyond being just a simple logo. And then in Assassin's Creed 3, the symbol is turned into a weapon, aka the fearsome Tomahawk. That was creativity level 1000, because I feel the insignia could not have been used better. We also see the birth of the insignia in Origins. It's not an A actually, it's the sandprint that the skull of the eagle in Bayek's necklace left, which in turn becomes a symbol of the assassins. Talk about turning an idea into a legend. And no matter how much hate Ubisoft gets, this one they got spot on. And now the spiritual number 1, the hood. See, this list wasn't made in any particular order, because all of the aforementioned things are iconic in their own way. But in my humble opinion, this one deserves to be at the very top of the list, no doubts. The hood has to be one of the most important pillars that forms the very foundation of the Assassin Brotherhood. It's not just a piece of clothing covering one's head. In fact, it represents anonymity, mystery, and fear. Basically all things assassins. So you can understand my frustration when they took away this fundamental feature from Odyssey. No matter the explanation, it just doesn't feel right to me. Can a person without a hood even be considered a protagonist in the series? Not in my opinion, because it's a tradition that's been going on for more than a decade when Odyssey came out. So the developers excluding the hood just felt so wrong. See, there are some elemental features that need to be respected. Gardens should have greenery, oceans need to have salt water, and the protagonist of an Assassin's Creed game should wear a hood. That is how important I feel it is, and that's why the hood sits at the top spot in the list of the most iconic things in Assassin's Creed. And with that, we reach the end of the video, guys. Tell me in the comment section below what you think is the most iconic thing about Assassin's Creed. Is it something in the list or is it something else? And if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Assassin's Creed content. That's it for today. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay tuned. It's your boy VZX signing out.